Dr. Frank from California. I got one announcement. This guy loves Ramona. What I'm given to understand. This is a song about a girl. I'm bored today, and everything's there to be ignored today. Scattered everywhere out on the floor today, and I don't care about you. I lost my job today, which used to be the way I could afford to live to hate another day, and now I can't afford to even be bored anymore. It's kinda good to feel bad again, mad again, sad again. I'll be doing that again. I don't need to tell you, I do it pretty well. You said goodbye today, I'm still here just asking why today. And not another year, I'm gonna cry today, but I don't care about you. Maybe it wasn't bad to do, and you did what you had to do. Maybe I'll believe it too. I keep saying I don't care about you today. I don't know what I'm gonna do today, and there's a lot to get through today, but I don't care about you today. Thank you. Mucho gracias. There were things I could have told you, but you heard them all before, and you look so calm and peaceful when you pass out on the floor. Swallow everything. Swallow everything. You're the power with the poison to the hand that holds the blood. You're an alcohol girl. You're an alcohol girl. Swallow everything. Swallow everything. Swallow everything. Oh yeah. Swallow everything.
País dalla dietro con l'altro vecchio
for everyone you kill, it's a fluid, it's a solid, it's a pattern, it's a follow everything, follow everything. Take away the benefits and cost, double, single, double, double, cross, follow everything. Follow everything. Follow everything. Oh yeah. Follow everything. Will always be there for you to tell you what to say. No, you'll never walk alone. You can't control your legs. You know you believe it. It's only a weekend away. Follow everything. Follow everything. Follow everything. Oh yeah. Reject nothing. Justine was 17. I picked her up on my high school green. She had a smile, I had a flask. She had a while before her next class. But she turned out to be crazy, and she just wouldn't stop. She kept calling me, she kept following me, and her dad was a cop. If I hadn't gave her my address, it wouldn't have been quite so bad. She turned out to be crazy, I turned out to be mad. Marie said she was 23, but she didn't fool me. She stuck her tongue in my ear. She said, "Come here, will you buy my friend's beer?" But she turned out to be crazy. It all happened so fast. Before I knew, we were saying I do.
Rock and roll.
I'd only been thinking, could have only got tattoos.
Marketing, che cazzo.
I turned out to be rude. Eleanor was 34. She had a husband, she didn't want him anymore. She had a plan, she'd get in bed, she'd call him in, and then I'd hit him on the head. She turned out to be crazy, though she kept it well hid. And it turns out that to knock a guy out, you gotta hit him on the head too. Now he's facing charges, but he's together in another drug. She turned out to be crazy, I turned out to be stuck. Let me tell you something you don't seem to understand. I don't really care about your crappy local band. Don't you tell me I can't tell you what to do. I can't on the whole. 'Cause I work for a magazine, and I wrote a book about rock and roll. I wrote a book about rock and roll. I wrote a book about rock and roll. I think rock and roll is wonderful, so I wrote a book about rock and roll. I know words like sobriquet, burlesque, and plutocrat, and I compare the Shikes to Wittgenstein. How cool is that? No, you don't. I didn't think you would. All my references out of control. Sometimes I even stump myself, but it's all in my book about rock and roll. I wrote a book about rock and roll. I wrote a book about rock and roll. Rock and roll is in my soul, so I wrote a book about rock and roll. Hey, yeah, yeah, rock and roll. Hey, yeah, yeah, rock and roll. You start doubting me, there's something you should see. Take a look at these thousands of CDs. No one has more than me, and I got all of them for free. Hey, thanks for the free CD. I can sell it at the store down the block. Don't be surprised if I should kiss my ass. That's how rock and rollers talk, like me. But you better treat me right, 'cause I'm mean and powerful. But you'll never be a reference in my next book about rock and roll. I wrote a book about rock and roll. I wrote a book about rock and roll. Rock and roll is wonderful, so I wrote a book about rock and roll. Hey, tomorrow we talk about our world. We stand for freedom, etc. We stand for freedom, etc. We and us and you. There is nothing you can't do to stop the future people of tomorrow. Tomorrow, future people, you and me. Tomorrow, tomorrow. Genocide is all we get from the fucking government. They don't care what we become. All they want is opium in their masses, which sucks. It sucks. We fight. Oppression is for the revolution. We fight. Oppression is for the revolution. We might just bite you. One united unity, united for the people of tomorrow. Tomorrow, future people, you and me. Tomorrow, tomorrow. Okay, thanks. Anything you want to hear that I might know how to do?
Thanks. Remember the CDs.
Hitler, what?
Remember the CDs.
Oh, right, and I got some CDs over here. If anyone wants a CD, they're 10 euros.
Just are my girlfriend.
I don't know if I can remember that one. That's complicated.
One from Revenge is Read.
Unite con il mio album preferito.
I still haven't found a girlfriend. Oh, try to lie. Can you help me, please? It's tougher than I thought. The odds are pretty good, but the goods are pretty high. Still at this point, I'd take anything you got. See this all the time. Last girls in love with jerks. What could they be thinking? Tell me how it works. If I got some problems, well, I wouldn't be the first. But the ones I have, mine are even worse. Even if I had a girlfriend, he could always call. Could always be there for him, in spite of all his faults. He was the worst guy ever, reviled and despised. Even Hitler had a girlfriend, so why can't I? Why can't I? Lots full of contradictions.